Hare Krishna, a very interesting follow-up question on the earlier discussion that we are having. So here a person asks, what's about astrology? Is it true? How does it affect us? What is its significance? Should we even consider it when we are looking at a marriage? So many fakers, cheaters, how to know what is right? So let us first try to understand that all living beings are spirit souls and all of us have different machines. This body that we are wearing or using are like different machines. So human race, human species is one machine, one kind of machine, and this machine has a different task or an activity that is assigned for it. Animal life, let's say you take dogs, they are a different set of machines. They have a different task, or what in Hindi you say as karya, or in Sanskrit you say as karma. Karma here means action, not that karma reaction kind of thing. Okay, karma means action, karam they say in Hindi. So there's a different activity prescribed to this machine. But although all human body machines have the same prescribed action, yet every single human is a unique individual in terms of what is known as their character. This in Sanskrit is called swabhava. So karma and swabhava, two different things, right? So between an animal and a dog, sorry, between a human and a dog, there's a difference in the karma, the action. Human is meant for civilized life, life inquiry about God, whereas an animal may go after eating, mating, sleeping, and defending. But within human life also, there are different varieties. These are called swabhava. So we get a body, whether it's male, female, Indian, not Indian, whatever it may be, human life, everyone carries with it a certain kind of blueprint, a certain kind of nature, characteristic, character, right? Swabhava, it is called. Some people are born a little angry. Some people are born very happy-go-lucky. Some people, by trait, by nature, they are just, lovable. Some people are just irritable. So these are all inset, inbuilt, ingrained things. So we can understand this as the blueprint of the body. Now, how do we understand ourselves? How do we know? How do we read this blueprint? So the person who has created all this whole machinery, that is God, this material world, this physical material bodies, and the blueprinted nature in it. So God has also given the understanding of how to assess or read your personalities. So this is what is called as astrology in general. So this is based at the specific location, time, date, constellation that the jiva enters the womb or the jiva appears, takes birth. At exact this time, based on the position of the stars and the planets and 100 parameters, one can mostly accurately understand how the nature, how the life is going to be because of one's purva karmas, right? Previous karmas. You get this prototype, this body with its blueprint. Now, hearing this, you may say that, oh, it's going to be very complex. It is. To read one's nature, it's going to be extremely dynamic and complex because there are 100 over parameters which are governing us from different, character styles and natures and how we react to different situations, right? These are all things that determine us. So, astrology is a science, right? Based on stars and constellations and all to understand ourselves better. And the Vedic astrology is most precise because so many parameters are there from the nakshatra, rashi, lagna, and this and that, and this Navamsha charts and this and that. You can actually kind of have a good idea of the nature, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So, this is used in matchmaking in marriage. Why? To see how one personality can fit with the other personality. Now, generally, when they match, there's around 10 or 13 parameters, depends. And every matchmaker will tell you it's never a 100% match. So but still, when problems come, when issues come, both of you, can you handle it? Are you working well with each other? It's like seeing a partnership, between two people. Do you have like the similar kind of mindset? Do you kind of similar kind of nature, similar interests? So this is the matchmaking is done on that. Therefore, it is very very much discouraged to match make based on externals. So seeing the spouse or seeing the proposed person was not so important, because like we discussed before, externals change, but that hardwired blueprint which is inside, that is not going to change. That's not easily changed. In fact, Bhagavatam in 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, there's a verse that comes, Swabhavam Vijayate Shaurim. Who's a Shauri? Who's a real hero? Who's a real valorous fighter? One who can conquer one's Swabhava, one who can conquer one's material, blueprinted nature, right? If you can overcome this innate material nature which we got because of this birth, of the karmas that we have done in this life, my nature, whether I'm a happy guy, sad guy, kind of an angry guy, or whatever, that nature, if we can overcome it, that is real heroism. Swabhava vijayate shaurim, because it shows it's not easy. And most of us live through our whole life unable to, or just accepting who we are and living by it. It's not that you have to change, you can accept it, work it for the better, right? So this is what astrology is. It's very helpful, yes, but again, like this question asked, there's so many fakes, there's so many cheaters, people lie, people change, people do this and that, and that's have put off many people. In general, Srila Prabhupada has advises that take astrology with a pinch of salt, because at best, what is it going to tell you? It's going to tell you that you will die, it's going to tell you that you will get sick, it's going to tell you this and that happen. It can just tell you precautionary things which anyways are going to happen. It can tell you good things about yourself. For example, you don't deal well with others, or you always look for escaping from things, so you understand your nature. When problem comes, you're an escapist, or you're a confronting person, you can understand this kind of thing. So it is helpful as a tool, but it's not a goal of life. If you know it, you have some access to it, okay, fine, use it as a tool, just like you do personality assessments, tests online, right, to understand yourself better. Similarly, it's just a tool, use it just to understand yourself better, to help you in our devotional life. Now, having said all that, there are people who said that, swear by that we have matched our astrological charts, but still it didn't work out. Well, I can't comment on that. Whether it was right, it was wrong. That is how things work. Even if something is so, nothing is 100% in this world. So I can't deny. Maybe things may go wrong. We don't know how it was checked, who was it, whether it's true, whether it's not. Did they see all the other hidden parameters and whatnot? But again, if we understand the purpose of marriage, like we discussed in the earlier discussions, audios, so then we'll understand that they're just coming together with looking towards the Supreme Lord. His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj gave a beautiful answer to couple guidance. He told that between the couple, put the divine couple. That should be the focus of the institution. So, to summarize, astrology is a true science. It is there given in the Vedas, and they are expert people around who still are good at it. Use it as a tool if you want, if you need, if you must, as a means to understand yourself, to help you maneuver in life better. When you understand the blueprint, how you are made mentally and emotionally, don't get too hung up on it. No need to change your life extremely. The only thing we need to change is to become more Krishna conscious. In fact, Krishna conscious is so powerful because who is the master of all the planets? Who is the master of all the astrological charts? Who's the master of all the blueprint? Krishna. So if we please Krishna and Krishna wants to change the blueprint, Krishna can. Therefore, in general, Gaudiya Vaishnavas or devotees, they don't look so much to all these things. Why? Because they know that you're pleasing the Supreme Person. If Krishna desires that you be from an angry person to a happy-go-lucky person, you can change. But if Krishna says that, no, you're an angry person and that's the way I like you, and that's the way you will be, and that's the way you live out this life, no problems, still you're my devotee, then one can become a devotee in that way. So, therefore, it's better to take shelter of Krishna first. That's why Prabhupada said, if you want to use it, okay, but take it with a pinch of salt. It is not the goal, it is just a tool. Like you use Excel and PPT, you don't take it too seriously, isn't it? Just use it and you get your work done. Enough. Hare Krishna.